And do you notice I'm in the office, like
I know, I
zooming?
noticed that.
Yeah, this is great. So hopefully it keeps up. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello,
My name is Julie,
I'm Hope.
and this is
Bucky Boost Podcast.
Buggy Boost Pod. I was going to do the drum effects. We should have had Hunter in
Oh,
here.
okay. I know. He has a snare drum out there. We could have totally just done
A
a little
$300 snare drum.
almost
Put it
400.
to work.
$375, I
Okay,
think.
so it's a $400 snare drum.
Yeah. Or was it 300? I don't remember. It was something 75.
Well, it was in the hundreds, so it should work great. Um, okay, but hey everyone. So today's episode is going to be really fun. I'm super excited. It's kind of like a part two to an episode that we did together a long time ago
Yeah, when we first started.
when we first started. So that's going to be fun. But before we jump into all of that, what are you into?
What am I into? Okay, so the biggest thing. Well, first of all, I can't pick one. I'm just going to go with what I had for dinner tonight.
Okay.
So, yesterday, I made the best fucking asparagus ever. I put olive oil and garlic and what is that? Parmesan cheese? Yeah.
What
It
is
was
that?
so fucking good. I couldn't remember what kind of cheese it was.
Okay. I like that it's fucking asparagus, so it like gets fucky and horny. I really
Yeah, it's
like
super
that.
horny. And I reheated it tonight for my dinner right before we recorded. I like got done eating and came in here to check my phone and you were like, "I'm ready." So,
Yeah, that's a good what are you into? Also, it's like 2021. This is our first 2021 episode.
except for our New Year's episode came out, right? Yeah, our New
Yeah,
Year's
it came
episode came out on
out,
the 1st.
but we recorded that in 2020.
I know. So this is our first official 2021. And I started the year off right
Good, so did
by
I.
stepping in dog shit and tracking
Oh,
it all over my car and into my office. So that was just like I just can't imagine a better way to start the year, to be honest.
okay. Well, I stepped in dog shit barefoot yesterday. So,
Oh, that's disgusting.
yeah,
Um
yeah.
I had to pay $120 to get my car detailed so it would get out of my floorboards. And I drive, like, I put my leg up like this when I drive.
Mm-hmm.
So it was on my seats. And
Oh,
yeah, it was just so disgusting. But when I came home, it smelled like cleaner, like the whole drive home. I felt like I was suffocating a little bit, but it's fine.
at least it's not
Fine.
shit.
I know, at least it's not shit.
Damn, that's good. Okay. For my what are you into? Okay, guys, so I told you about the social media cleanse that I wanted to do. And let me just hold myself accountable and keep you guys updated on how that's going. So, Twitter is back in full swing almost. Not as in full swing because it's not on my page, on like my app page, which I just don't know how to get it back on there. Like, I
You
went to
just
the
hold
App
it
Store.
down. You just find it like when you swipe to the end, you hold it down and you move it.
No, it's not at
Maybe.
the end. It's nowhere on my home screen. I have to search for it.
No, it's like if you press your home screen and you get to your app library, it's in there.
Oh, well, I've just been searching for it. I've been going to like the furthest left page and like typing Twitter in, and then I can click on it and it opens. Anyways, so Twitter is back a little bit. It'll be back better sooner. Um, Facebook is still in full swing. Instagram,
Snapchat.
Snapchat, yeah. Snapchat is not a social media to me. It's a way of communication. Snapchat is in full swing. Instagram is not in full swing. I have the Bucky boost like up on my as my main page. But I've been really resisting the temptation to go to my personal
Why don't
Instagram.
you just log out of your personal?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Just
So
log out of your personal and then only use the Bucky Boost because you still need to get on Instagram as like Bucky Boost daily and like pictures so that we stay in people's feed
yeah, I
because the
mean,
more
I'm
you
doing
interact,
that. I'm doing
yeah.
it. It's just like not as fun. I mean, it's not fun, but I don't know. I like am on Instagram and I'm like scrolling and it's like we don't follow that many people on Bucky Booze. Like we just follow other podcasters. It's nobody that I know. So it's just like seeing these posts from people that I don't really know and like it's like, oh, okay. I don't feel like I'm like staying up to date with anything, which is fine. I don't really give a fuck. But Twitter, I had to get back. I have too many thoughts in my head that just I'm like, tweet that, like tweet it, tweet it. And it's like not even good shit, but
You can't
my
even just buy
brain.
a journal.
I was thinking about journaling actually. I was like, you know what? I'm going to journal my thoughts. So I'm going to write like black beans on a piece of paper instead of tweeting it, which just seems
That sounds
stupid.
like a grocery list more than just your random thought.
I think that's what I tweet is like a grocery list just broken up. Like I'm really going
Mhm.
to analyze one grocery item and
You read like the first letter of every other tweet and then like switch it around in an order of like 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2.
exactly that way.
That will decode the grocery list that you've been planning this whole time.
Oh, I watched a Twitch stream last night.
Okay.
It was Spencer's.
Okay.
He was like, I'm on Twitch. And I was like, okay, let me go check this out. And it was so fun. I've never like watched a Twitch stream of like somebody playing a video game, but it was so fun because you can chat and it's kind of like, and they reply to you, but you're texting and it's like FaceTime, but like I have to type. But it was really fun and it was cool. So I think he got the new PS5 for Christmas. So yeah, it was pretty dope. I kind of liked it.
That's fun. I'm on like this Discord chat with some like two people who do gaming streaming, but I'm only on there because every now and then they'll play Among Us and
Mhm.
I love playing Among Us, so I hop on. So I've been on a few people's streams. If you
Look
watch
at
them
you.
and you hear me, you can't see me, but I only do it to
Famous.
play Among Us. I'm like, I love that game.
Oh, and in the Twitch, he was drinking like Bon and Viv. And I was like, oh, love Bon and Viv, whatever. And I was like, do a booze or lose. And he like did a booze or lose and was like talking about how much he loves. He's like Bucky Booze, like shout out Bucky Booze, blah blah blah. And it was just me and Robert in the Twitch. Like we
Oh,
were both watching it from our separate phones, like side by side on the couch. But it was so fun. So
that's
yeah.
cool.
Hmm.
Should we try our booze or lose? I don't even know what you have today.
I just got a pick six for the rest of the month.
I have a pick
Um,
six too. Yeah.
yeah. So
Wait, which one are
um
you trying?
I'm trying.
Wait,
No. No.
I literally. Okay, 1 second.
You guys, what the fuck? Does Hope have that? Oh, I almost got that one.
Wait, is it not the same drink?
No, it's the same brand.
Okay, because I saw the little girl. Wait, this
Yeah.
isn't mirrored. Oh well.
Oh my god,
I
that's
was
so
like, I have the
funny.
same one. Yeah, I got this one because my brother and sister-in-law bought me two
Yeah.
pick sixes for my birthday, and then I went and watched Meow Meow for a little bit, and they got me another one. So
Okay, so our booze or lose is gonna be kind of the same. We both have fat bottom. Fat bottom, listen. We've like we've emailed, please email us back. We're trying your drinks, whether you like it or not. But yeah, I have the fat bottom knockout IPA.
I have Ida Golden Ale.
I had a golden ale. Okay. Yeah. I think mine is 6.2. Robert looked it up. No,
Oh, does it not say?
6.9, I think. No, I think you have to look it up because I couldn't find it on here.
Well, I don't really care to look it up right now. I just want to drink it.
Okay.
Mm. It smells good.
Mine smells like a really strong IPA.
That's weird.
What do you mean?
It's good, but it did not taste anything like I expected it to taste. I need another sip. You
Okay.
drink yours and let me know. Did the smell like put you off a little bit? Like it tastes
Yeah.
so different than it smells.
I closed my eyes when I smelled it. It smells like a really strong IPA, but it tastes a little bit more mellow. It definitely tastes like an IPA though. I mean, it's a booze, it's great, but It just doesn't taste very different from any of the other IPAs that I've had.
Okay, so this one does taste different.
Really?
Like really different. It smells like a regular beer, like
Regular, degular. Jot
yeah,
that
like
down.
regular like Bud Light type of beer. It doesn't smell like anything fancy or whatever, but when you taste it, there's some sort of flavor in there. And I know this sounds so weird to say, but it kind of reminds me of bubble gum. Not
That
in
is weird to say.
not in a bad way. And it doesn't taste like bubblegum. It's not like this is a bubblegum beer. It's just like whatever sort of flavoring they put in there, like that weird floral thing, but it doesn't feel light like a light floral beer. It feels more like heavier, but still floral. I don't know how to explain it.
Okay. Well, is it
It's
a
a
booze?
booze. It's a
Okay.
booze. It's good. It's just so weird. I didn't expect it at all.
I get that. Mine is also booze. I mean, like I said, it's a good beer. It's not like anything crazy. It's not like my favorite or anything, but it's a good beer and I'd drink it and I'd recommend it for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Um, so you know how yesterday you were, I think it was actually 2 days ago. Yeah. You were like, hey, Julie, check on my eye wrinkles in 10 years.
Hmm.
So I started using an eye wrinkle cream yesterday so I could keep up with the times. And
Yes.
it's one that my mom used to use, which like my mom has zero wrinkles, but she's crazy. Um, but it's like, I don't remember the brand. I'll send you a picture of it later. But I'm also using under eye cream. So hopefully we both in 10 years when we're recording, our eyes just are like beautiful.
My eyes look so bad right now because I'm not wearing any makeup, so you can see like
Under
I don't
eyes.
know. I look like a Victorian child,
My
like
eyes
dead
look bad
ass.
too. Well, my light's like right here.
But your lighting's better. Like good lighting makes your skin not look so bad, but the kind of lighting I have doesn't. But whatever.
Okay, guys. So the episode we're doing today is a questions you didn't ask part 2, which was I think wasn't that our 4th episode?
Something like that. I think it might have been our fourth.
I think it was our 4th, but when we did this episode the first time, I mean, we meant to do something else and it just sucked, so we did questions you didn't ask and it was super like unorganized. We were googling while we were recording, but I found like one of the funniest things on Pinterest is another episode idea of something that I found on Pinterest because Pinterest is just so live laugh love mom, and like the stuff that you find on it are just like so stupid and it's like perfect material to make fun of. But we're going to do this questionnaire that I found. It's like questions for like that
You
was
just
my
hit your
fault.
microphone, yeah.
It was like questions for deep meaningful conversation or something. So I figure Hope and I
This
will just
this
take
one that
turns.
says
Hope, you just hate your mother.
I just did it too. I can't wait to get my new microphone. I just ordered a new one and it does not have a stand like this. It's so nice, Julie. I can't wait for you to have money.
I can't wait to have money. I made
I just don't want to
$200
wait
last
for
night.
you.
How much is it?
It's only like 280 after all the taxes and stuff.
Spending $400 on a GoPro. I cannot. I did make $200 last night though.
You can't even use the GoPro until we can see each other in person though.
I can still. I'm still recording vlogs. That's my New Year's resolution. I recorded one 2 days ago.
For yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I recorded one, but I'm so excited to get it. But I'm not buying it until I get the rest of my paycheck.
Yeah, get the rest of your paycheck and then save up a little bit. It's only $280, which is way better than the other one I wanted. So
But then I'd have to buy an interface. How much are those?
you won't need an interface because it can be hooked up as USB-C, which is what I told you, remember?
And then it still sounds good. It still
It
sounds like it's
sounds
not a
way
USB
better
mic.
than this. Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, send it to me because I'm getting my taxes revised to get my stimulus checks.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back into the episode. Do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Okay, I have this list that you sent me. Should we pick like random numbers? I haven't read any of these, so I don't have like a prepared answer in my mind.
I don't either. I think I only read a couple of them a few days ago. We could just go like you do the first, I do the second, you do third, I do fourth.
Okay, so we'll go in order.
Hmm.
Okay, what's the one thing you would like to change about yourself? Oh,
Oh,
I know what yours is.
no, you don't.
Hmm.
Big boobs.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Yes.
Did you see the tweet I made today off the
Yes,
Bucky
I
booze?
did.
You didn't
Off
like it,
Buck
so that's a little fucking rude.
off of Bucky booze. I was like, okay.
Well, it popped up on while I was scrolling on Bucky Booze, and I was like, I'm not gonna save this tweet, go find it on my other account just to give to her. So I tweeted it right there.
Well, yes, my thing that I would change about myself is my big boobs. I mean, my small boobs. They would be big. What about you? What's one thing that you would change about yourself?
Um, I want my teeth straighter.
Okay.
I wore
So
braces and I never wore my retainer, so
so it looks like we just want to change our physical appearance. So that's great.
oh yeah, that's what I assumed.
Yeah.
Mentally,
Personality wise,
personality,
perfect.
we're tens, obviously. Nothing to fix, just great.
Oh, I have a great question for you. Are you ready?
Hmm.
Are you religious or spiritual?
I'm spiritual.
Wait, what does spiritual mean? I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like religious people are literally
I
spiritual.
feel like
Like that's what
because I
they
thought they were the
study.
same.
Yeah, religious and spiritual is the same.
Okay, well, I'm atheist. That's my
Yeah,
answer.
I'm like neither, honey, but I am manifesting. So whatever that puts me in.
I'm an atheist that manifests and speaks affirmation. So
I'm
that's
gonna have to
great.
start manifesting next week. I looked at my calendar and I have a little star by the days I need to manifest, and then when I stop, and then when I do it again. So,
Okay, so the question should be, are you religious, spiritual, or crazy? Crazy, baby.
oh, I lost my. Okay. Um, what kind of parent do you think you'll be?
Oof, I think.
Do you think you'll be strict? Like,
Oh,
are you gonna be one of those that like will say that she's not gonna be strict, but then once you actually have kids, you'll be strict?
no, I will be strict. I'm going to be pretty strict on my kids in a way, like in a good way, like a way that I know that they're safe. I'm not going to let them put themselves in positions that are bad. Like, yes, I'll let them learn some lessons on their own because my parents didn't do that to me. But I'm just going to be very, like, I don't know. I don't want to say helicopter because I'm not going to be that way, but I want to keep my kids safe. I will be pretty strict on them, but I'm also going to be I just want to be a parent that listens, that they feel
Yeah.
comfortable enough talking to, but they also don't feel like I'm their friend. Like we're going to be friends, like best friends, but I'm still your
We're not
mom.
friends. I'm your mom. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's how I'm going to be. Like the way I am with Benji, except just stricter because
right.
Benji has those eyes that my kid will never have. He has
Brown. Your kid is gonna have brown eyes.
no, like cute, like perfect. Like my kid will never be as cute as Benji. And that's that. Like,
oh my god, your kid's gonna be adorable. But that reminded me, I saw this tweet the other day that said people with dominant genes, like brown eyes, who date people with recessive genes, like
dreams.
blue eyes, do it as a power move. Like they do
No,
it because
yes.
they love control.
When I picked Robert, I was like, no, I was like, exactly. I was like, okay, so I'm in charge. And then also my kids will be in charge. And you're just like the weakling. But yeah, tell me about well, if you're a parent, what kind of parent do you think you would be?
um,
Or what kind of
I
aunt?
have thought about this. I don't plan on being a parent,
Mhm.
but like I've thought about this. Like, I'm not going to be super strict. I'm going to have rules. Like, I'm going to set a good moral base.
Mhm.
Like, don't kill people, don't be
Right.
racist, homophobic, transphobic, whatever. But I'm also going to let them do stupid shit and like tell them. Like, if they're yelling at me like I'm gonna jump off this couch and then jump to the table and blah blah blah, I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't do that. I'll be like, okay, if you do that, you're gonna fall and hurt yourself. Do you really want to deal with that? Because blah blah blah. And just explain the repercussions.
Mhm.
Maybe not something super dangerous like that, but you know what I mean? Like if they have problems with their friends and they're like,
Letting them choose, like
yeah,
letting that's actually a great thing that you're saying because a lot of kids just get told, "Okay, that is bad," but
don't do it.
as a kid, you
But
don't
they don't,
understand why is it bad until you, like, do it, and then you have to figure it out for yourself. That's a great
yeah,
idea. That makes your kid think, like that makes them figure out, is it worth it? There is a consequence, like, letting them know that, yes, this is a consequence before they have to face it by themselves. It's a great
yeah.
idea. That's really
And
smart.
also like kids ask questions all the fucking time. They want to know why about everything.
Mhm.
I'd also be one of those to try to answer as best I can. And if I can't, research it. That way they don't feel like annoying or anything, for being
My dad
curious, because that's a good thing.
my dad always told me, like, Google it, like, look it up, which I think it's he was trying to teach me how to be, like, resourceful, which is good, but also it makes me feel like, why am I gonna bother asking you questions? Which then kind of turns into, like, I can't tell you stuff or blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
because that
exactly.
conversation, like, has been closed.
Yeah.
Great point. We should be on, like, a talk show for parents.
I
We
know.
don't have kids,
The two of us
but
without kids, 20 something years old, we're just the experts. We know exactly what it's like.
that's very true. Are you ready for your next question?
Yes.
Okay, are you confrontational?
I don't think so. I think I'm pretty open with how I feel, but I'm not going to purposefully like start shit. Like if someone's being fucking annoying, I'm just going to not talk to them that much. And then if there's something terrible that someone did that I need to confront them about, I will. But for the most part, I'm not going to just like confront people for no fucking reason.
Like, go out of your way to
Yeah,
be
I'm not going to go out of my
confrontational?
way to do that. Cuz I'm pretty like anti-conflict. I hate it. Like I hate being in fights, so I just brush over shit and hope it moves on. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I think that's how I am too. I know for sure that like my mom told me this summer, she was like, because we just got into certain things, and she was like, I know like you don't want to be confrontational and you just want to like let it go by or ignore it instead of dealing with it. But like confrontation isn't always a bad thing. And you have to be like there and like say like no or say what you believe in. Like that's
Yes.
important. And so but it wasn't until my mom told me that, which is like, because me and my mom don't like talk like that. I don't tell her all my biggest secrets or anything about how I am. But for her to like catch up on that is just like, damn, like,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe I should be a little bit more confrontational. I don't think I ever have been confrontational. Um, but I definitely try to be more now. I think it's just one of those zones that I just feel like so uncomfortable in because I hate having to make somebody else like feel like they have to explain themselves. You know what I
Yeah, or
mean?
feel, yeah, I don't like that because I don't like the way it feels. But also,
Yeah.
I know if I have a problem, I want that problem fixed. And if
Yeah.
the only way I can do it is by confronting someone and being like, yo, you're being a fucking asshole or whatever's happening, I'll do it. But also, if I'm being confronted, I appreciate it. If I'm doing something that someone doesn't fucking like, I would rather be confronted than have someone be fucking passive aggressive to me. That shit is so annoying.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes a
so
lot of
fucking
sense.
annoying. And if I notice someone's being passive aggressive to me, I will just ignore it and act like nothing's fucking wrong.
Until they
So then
have to
they're
say
like,
it.
why was I being upset in the first place? So they feel like an asshole for being passive aggressive. I hate that shit.
Do you think that the fear of being like confrontational, do you think that's kind of like a generation thing, like with people our age? Because it kind of, because like people our age, I feel like we don't
They're the
want to
type to like,
inconvenience anyone.
yeah, they're like to apologize to their own waiter when they
Yeah.
fuck up. Yeah.
So I wonder if that's just kind of like a thing that has to do with our generation. Cause like once I was out with Mylena and Robert and Austin and we were eating and my soup was cold, but I wasn't going to say anything because I was like, damn, like they're working and like it's whatever. And Mylena was like, no, like tell them, and like told them that my soup was cold. but I didn't want to do that. And like I'm the same way at nail places, hair places. Like I just hate
I'm the
that
same way, yeah.
confrontation. I think it is a thing of people that are our age. Like, I don't know, because like we're young and we usually work service jobs and like, I don't know, it's just
Yeah,
almost scary to do
we've been
that.
in that like place, and we don't want someone to be like, "Oh, they're such an asshole bitch customer," but
Hmm.
also like do your job, whatever.
Right. It's
I think
kind of like
within
a
a
fine.
certain context it's fine. I
Right.
think some people's demands are crazy and maybe we like take that personally. I don't know. But
Well,
next
my,
question.
yeah.
Um
Okay. What's your favorite hobby to do alone?
masturbate.
I was going to say that.
I'm just horny.
That was not fair because I was going to say that. Okay. Well,
Okay. Well,
that's the answer,
should we
guys.
that's the answer.
That's it. That's all we got.
Couple of horny bitches over here.
Horn dogs.
Okay, well then let's do what was your oh, this is for me to answer about you and you to answer about me.
I see it.
What would your best friend say is your best quality?
Oh, so plug yourself, I guess.
Okay, so I'm Hope. I'm Julie's best friend. If you didn't know, your best quality.
No, your best quality.
Oh, what would you
Well,
say my best
yeah.
quality is? Oh, um, my
How embarrassing
personality.
is it if we got it wrong? If we're like, ew, I
Oh
actually
no,
hate that about you.
I think maybe that I am. I'm pretty chill and make you laugh.
Okay. I do like those things about you, but I would say that my favorite thing about you is just how like strong of a person you are. You know, you're a
Hmm.
strong person, you believe in things, you're so responsible with things. Like you are just like the ideal grown woman. Like you are what I want to be like. Like you just I know that you're manic at times,
Yeah.
but on the outside, like you are just the kind of person that has their shit together and you're respectful of everybody else and you learn about things like you research about things that you don't know about so you know about them. Like you know a little bit about everything because you want
Hmm.
to learn. You're just such a curious little bee. So
Thank you.
I guess it's many
Aw,
qualities, but
it makes me
I know
emo.
I really love you. Like since the day that I met you, you've just been such an inspiring person to me. Like
Mm.
you make me feel safe. Like when we're together, I feel like like 100% perfect. Like everything's gonna be okay. Like nothing can touch me, no one can hurt me because I have you. You
Aw,
know what I mean?
I love you. I
I
get
love
that though.
you.
You're like around when I'm around you and stuff, I feel like comfortable. You know how you can be just like tired, like you hang out with people and you're just like tired and you're like, I want to go be alone for a while. It's like I don't need that like when we're together and stuff.
I just feel like we just complement our personalities. Like we don't have to be doing anything fun to like entertain each other. We're just there
Yeah.
together and like that's so comforting in our hearts, in
Mm-hmm.
our private hearts.
In our private heart.
So,
Okay, I'm
um,
emo now. Okay,
I
what do
would
you think my favorite
say,
is?
well, I think the thing that you've complimented me on the most, not to my face, but to outsiders and like Twitter and stuff, is I think that you appreciate my vision in like the things that I do for other people. I think like you like are proud of me in that and like it brings you like a sense of pride and like happiness. So I think that that's probably your favorite quality about me is, you know, what I do. This is so weird to
Yeah.
answer like
I definitely
but
your compassion. I just love it. Like everyone around me makes me a better person. And I think like you I don't know, you just like you have a good work ethic. Like you're always working hard to do what you want, your goals, and you also don't do that to like get ahead of other people. You try to help other people, and I think that's inspiring for me, and I think it's just like so fucking badass and awesome that like when you were young, you took initiative and you like organized an entire coat drive and now you're doing NDH and like you're just always trying to help others. You're compassionate for others, like you feel for other people, and it's like just great. And you don't like try to make it about yourself or like be, I don't know, like you don't, I don't know how to explain it,
I know what
you
you're
know,
saying. I know what you're
because you
saying.
don't like just talk about that with like everybody. You're not just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Now with NDH a little bit more, obviously, because you need to get the word out. But like when people meet you, they don't know that about you. Like you,
Right.
I feel like sometimes to other people, you don't come off as like truly deep of a person as you are. And everyone, like we always say, people are like, how are you two friends? You're so polar opposites, but they don't understand us.
Yeah.
And you, I think I just really admire your compassion.
Stop it. This is too.
Gushy gushy.
I'm a
We
little
need like a
squirmy wormy.
we need like a what would you be if you were an animal
I know.
question.
Okay. What do you hate the most? Like,
I
that's
hate that
what
you're
we
fucking
need to
late all the time.
recover. Okay, I'm gonna ask a question now.
Okay.
Ooh, this one is deep.
We just had such an emotional one.
I know, but this one isn't emotional, it's just deep.
Okay.
What or who would you sacrifice your life for?
Uh fucking a hobo on the side of the road. I really don't give a shit. Like
I feel that.
literally anybody anybody want to die, I'll die so that y'all can live. It's
I
fine.
feel
I
that's such a weird
don't
question.
mind it.
I always think about this kind of stuff though because I'm like so crazy in the brain. I'm always
I
like,
can
I'll kill
relate.
myself. Yeah. I'm always like, no, I'll do it. Like I volunteer.
100%. When I was a kid, I used to think about that. I was like, if someone was dying, even if I didn't know who they were and they said they could take my life instead, I would definitely do it. I would 100% sure I'll die. You you live.
You know what's an interesting thought? Let me share this with you.
Hmm.
Um, so like I said, I am crazy in the brain. So especially when I try going to bed, I'm always thinking about like, all right, a fire's about to start and Benji's so heavy, but I have to take him out. And I'm just like, what would I do? And I'm like, well, I would definitely sacrifice my life to take out Benji and everyone would be mad, but I would have to do it. Like, would you do that? Would you
Yeah.
you would have to, right?
You have to. That's
You
like your
can't
baby.
if you leave your dog like to save yourself, you don't deserve your dog.
No.
Okay, I'm just glad because I think about this like every other night. So, okay.
Lord.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Ooh, this one is like drama.
I know. What lies do you most often tell yourself?
This is the lie I most often tell myself. Everyone procrastinates when they're 21. Nobody has their life together when they're 21. Like, this is totally normal. Like, I don't need to have it all together. I tell
I
myself
think it
that
is
all the
normal.
time. I don't know. I don't think
I don't
so. But
When I was 21, I'm 24 now. I'm 24. Ew. And I'm like, I still feel like I don't have my shit together.
okay, in a sense, it feels like yes, it could be a lie. But I work at a bank in Cool Springs and in just in this last week, I've had two 21-year-olds. One went and took out a $5,000 deposit to invest in a business, and the other one deposited $15,000 and made a cashier's check out of that for another investment. And it's just like, huh? Like,
Listen, working at a bank can make you feel really inadequate,
I
honey.
guess it's
Like,
very true. I feel very poor all the time.
just working, even when I was in college, like working towards a degree so I could better my life, people would come by that were my age, and I'd just be like, I fucking hate myself. I'm like such a piece of shit.
I also do lie to myself a lot. I mean, I'm hoping that it's a lie about college because I dropped out of college last semester and I just like really try to tell myself like, you know what, in this day and age, like you don't need a college. Like you can do it without it. Like you're going to be fine. But then I look at like job applications for granted for jobs that I don't necessarily want for my career, but I'm just like, damn, like it would look so much better if I had my college degree. I'm 21, I should have it already, but I don't. So he.
It's okay. Honestly, like you don't even need a college degree for half the fucking jobs out there. And listen, we're gonna blow up and be famous, so we don't
We're,
need
we're
degrees.
podcasters.
I know, we're podcasters. It's fine.
What lie do you tell yourself most often?
Um, I also hope this is a lie, but I just feel like fucking annoying as shit all the time. Like people just look at me and are just like, God, this girl. Also, I feel like people think I'm mean, like a bad person all the time. I don't know why.
Like just
Because
by looking at you, or
no, I just feel like all my friends secretly think that I'm just like a bad person.
I don't think your friends think you're a bad person. I think your friends, probably speaking as one of your friends, think you're, like I said, a really like strong, bold person. But to a lot of people that could be intimidating, you know?
Yeah, just
I don't
come
think
off
anyone
as
thinks you have a bad
rude.
heart,
Yeah. Well, I
especially
don't.
especially not a bad private heart.
My private heart is like, I think it's butter,
I need
actually.
a, do you keep a bra on it?
On my private heart,
Mhm.
it's a big old natural. No,
You don't put a bra on
I
it?
don't. I think it
You
needs to be
at
free.
least put a sock on it? I usually
I'll
do
do a
sock
sock.
bra. I do
Sock then
sock
bra.
sock if I'm just chilling at home. Sock and bra if I'm going to work or having to be in a professional setting.
I'm like free willy at home,
Free Willy.
and then I'm a sock if I'm cold
Sock
and
if you're
at
cold.
work.
Okay. Okay. Sounds great. Hit
Yeah.
me with the next question.
Oh, I think I just asked that one.
No, I asked that one.
The lie question?
Oh no, you asked that one. Oh, this is a good one. What do you hope you grow out of?
Oh God,
Yeah,
there's
that's
so
embarrassing.
much. My mental illnesses, I really hope I grow out of them. So far, it's just gotten worse with age, but whatever. But in reality, I do. You said procrastinating earlier. I'm the world's worst procrastinator. I get so overwhelmed with like the simplest tasks to where I just shut down and don't do anything. Like I just distract myself until it's like time to go to bed, and I'm like, oh well, I can't do it today.
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't let myself do it. Damn it. I'll try tomorrow.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I've been like meaning to call my grandparents for 2 weeks, and I meant to send out a letter, thank you notes for my birthday. That was in November.
It is the
So
next year.
yeah.
Um, okay. You know what? I'm gonna get really vulnerable here. So I probably in the prime of my life, unfortunately. It's not now. But I used to be like really just bad bitch, like just no one could touch me, nothing affected me. Like I was the hottest girl. I was the best girl. And as I've grown up, I realized like there are other really cool people out there. So I've just been really insecure like the last year of my life. And it's just so sad because when I first moved back and was on my own, I was like, I am so fucking perfect. But now I just don't feel that way. So I hope I grow out of that and get
Yeah,
back
and
on my
don't compare
bullshit.
yourself. Don't
Yes,
compare
I've done
yourself to
so
others.
much comparison, which is like a huge part of the reason that I'm like, fuck you, personal Instagram.
And it's hard it's hard and it can also like make you resent or dislike people that you have no reason to dislike at all just because you're like jealous and you don't
Yeah.
want to admit it. So I understand that. I used to be that way.
Yeah. It's tough. It's super
Yeah.
tough. It just makes me feel like when did I let myself become like that? Because was never like that. So, but this is a
Yeah.
new year and I'm gonna be better. I'm gonna fix myself.
Yeah. Oh, girl. I feel ya.
Okay. I'm gonna read the next one, okay? What brings you the most joy in your life?
Oh, like every single one of my loved ones, like
Mhm.
you and Hunter and my dogs, and especially my grandparents, specifically my grandma, who gives me all her clothes and like just little knickknacks and stuff. She makes me feel more normal in my family
That's
because
sweet.
she's so eccentric and like bubbly and happy and just like bold and
Badass.
yeah, she's such a badass. She's traveled the world. She's done all this cool shit, and she likes weird shit just like me. And I just love her so much.
Yeah. I like that. That's very sweet. For me, what brings me the most joy is obviously like my family. I do love them, and I mean, they're awesome, and they bring me a lot of joy. My dog makes me like he fills my heart like nobody ever
Yeah.
has in my life. Just my thinking about like Robert and like us living together and just like thinking about where I was when I met him, like it brings me so much joy to know like he is actually the person that taught me how to cook and the person that taught me how to do adult things because I didn't know and he did know and I just love being here with him and seeing him like do his streaming thing and just he brings me so much joy. This podcast has actually given me like the most confidence in the world.
Yeah.
Like like I told you about vlogging and making vlogs and like all these ventures that I'm doing by myself. I feel like imposter syndrome every time. Like I literally tried to record a vlog 2 days ago, 3 days ago and started crying. Like I was
Hmm.
like I can't do this. Like I this is not I'm not the person. But whenever it comes to like this podcast, like I don't have any fears. Like we're just doing like I this feels so natural, you know what I mean? I have such
Yeah.
high confidence when it comes to doing this. So this podcast probably has been the greatest thing that I've ever created. And I love it with all my heart. Another thing that brings me joy is obviously Hope Heaton. And
A bitch.
I thought that was your name for a really long time.
Yeah, it's Hedden.
I know. And looking back, I'm like, why did I think that? Oh,
Okay.
it's your time. It's your
Is it my
time.
turn?
14.
My time. Okay. When was the last time you really panicked? You already told me that one. I feel like that. Let's do a different one.
Okay. Aw.
When and where did you go on your first date ever?
Stay.
I'm like trying to remember what
I try to.
constitutes a date.
Okay, let me think. My first boyfriend. I don't remember. Oh, I remember. Okay. My first day ever was with my first boyfriend, and we went to see Annabelle, the scary movie, at the movie theater. And then we went and got Sonic, and that was my first date. And it went well. We did for 3 years.
Mine, I don't know if a double date kind of counts because my friend like and I went to the mall in middle school with like these two guys.
No,
And
that's not a date. Your first
okay.
one on one solo date.
So my first one-on-one solo date was with my ex-boyfriend. It was before we were even dating.
Bryce.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, it's not a date. It's not a date. And it was my birthday and he took me out to dinner
Sounds like a date.
in Nashville and got this food and I was like kind of anxious. Like I couldn't eat. I didn't eat anything. Like it took 2 bites and just sat there like talking and stuff. And I was like, I'll take this home. And then I ate at home afterwards.
Yeah, that sounds like a first date.
It totally was. And then we started dating. I can't remember how long after. Probably a few months later and then I broke up with him. He
Okay.
was great though. We still talk every now and then.
Yeah, Bryce, good guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Good. Okay. Let me see. Controversial opinion. I'm gonna skip that one.
I feel like we already
Yeah.
skipped that one
Ooh.
earlier.
Okay. Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years. I'll be 34.
Ew. I'll be dead, hopefully.
I know I have a suicide pact at 30. Anyway, so if not dead, I at least want to own a house. I don't really care where I live. I would like to stay in the Middle Tennessee area just because it's close to my family, it's close to all my friends, but I don't want like some big nice house. I just want like a modest home for me and Hunter to where he can make his music. I can do hopefully like I don't know if we'll still be podcasting in 10 years, but hopefully we'll have some sort of venture like creative
Yeah.
thing to make money off of, you know. And with lots of pets, and ability to travel. I want to travel all the time.
Me
Like,
too.
I just want a small house and to be able to leave and travel whenever I want.
That sounds beautiful. In 10 years, I'll be 31. Um, I hope to be married. I hope to have like two kids, two or three kids.
By 31?
Yeah. I want to start popping these
Oh,
suckers out in like 6 years.
you're gonna have, oh,
That's just what I want. I want to have Benji and another dog, a smaller, fluffy dog like Gordo. And hopefully we have like lived our podcasting to like the extreme. I hope we made like huge money out of it.
me
I want a
too.
nice home in Brentwood, like a
Oh,
good medium family sized home. And I don't, that's just what I want in 10 years.
I want to live in the middle of nowhere with no neighbors.
Really? I don't know. My dad like that's what he always wanted, but I feel like I want to be like in like the
You want to be in
city.
Brentwood,
I want
like
to
the
be in
snobbiest
Brentwood.
place.
Yes, like I
Yeah.
want to be in Brentwood.
Brentwood is like snobbier. It's like the next level of Franklin.
That's like my soccer mom
Oh.
dream. But
How are
yeah,
we friends again? I don't
I
get
don't know.
it. But I will be coming over for adult sleepovers in 10 years. Like, I'll be staying the night at your house.
And I'm gonna make my
That
kids go
way.
to your house when I just want to fuck so hard and loud in the house.
Well, I'm hoping you do have a good luxurious house to where I can come over and your kids can like make us food and bring us drinks and your husband can take care of us. That way it really truly feels like a kid at a sleepover. We just don't have to
Yeah.
do shit. We just have everyone else taking care of us. We're going to be like the crazy, your kids are going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's just my mom and her best friend. They're fucking nuts."
It's like every time Hope comes over, they do stuff and I hate it here and I want to go to my friend's house. And be like, too damn bad,
Well,
kids.
that's too damn bad.
Get get
From
your tray
holes.
out and serve me those margaritas.
Ugh, I
Ooh,
can't wait to have little free workers.
I know. They only get allowance. $10.
No, they get half their age in
Age.
dollars.
No, half their age doubled. That's what their allowance is
That's
gonna
their
be.
regular age.
Oh,
You're
that's what my
so
parents did for
stupid.
me.
So you're
Oh, then
10,
maybe
so
they
you're
did
gonna
my
get
age
5 times
doubled.
2, which
Okay,
is
no, they did my
10.
age doubled. Okay, so their age doubled is their
My God,
allowance.
my parents did half my age. So if I was 10, I'd get $5 a week.
I just stopped getting allowance literally a year ago.
Yeah, that's so crazy. I hate you.
Okay, read the next
But I
question.
live in my house for free, I guess, so I can't say shit.
Right. Go.
Um, hold on. I can't read this. It's like too small. I have to zoom in.
Yeah, obviously you have to zoom in.
What do you
Because
think?
mine
Can
is zoomed.
enemies be okay?
Is
Let
it
me
upside
start
down?
over. What do you think? Can enemies be friends?
No.
Hmm? I don't think so. If you declare yourself enemies, how can you be friends?
I say no. I say if you're enemies, there has to be a reason. And it's got to be a gosh, like darn good reason to be enemies.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And like, I'm not the kind of person to hold a grudge at all. But like,
I
if
am a little bit.
I'm just not like the thing about me is like, if you did something that pissed me off or that was like really wrong towards me, like, whatever it is, what it is, I'm just not going to be your friend.
Okay, like yeah, that's how I feel. Like Bean, Canteen and Bean.
Canteen and Bean, perfect
I'm
example.
not like angry at them. I'm not like fuck them for what they did to us. Like that was so
Right.
rude. I'm just like I don't have to be your friend. I don't feel like being your friend. I think what you did that time fucking was shitty.
Hmm.
And that's that. No more being friends. Like I'm not I don't even think about them. You know what I mean?
You have to like, I can't imagine someone pissing me off so bad to the point where I like put energy into like
Into hating them.
hating them. Like it's
Yeah.
just not me. I have other things to procrastinate and like
And
worry
that's
about.
weird.
Yeah. So,
Next question.
okay. Do you
This is
lose your
long.
temper easily?
Um, no, I do not. I put up with so much without losing my temper.
I don't think I lose my temper easily either. Like me losing my temper, no, I don't. I mean, I can be pissed off, but
Have you
I don't
I
get
don't think
crazy.
yeah, I don't think either of us has like seen each other yell at someone. Like we've never been like, fuck you, blah blah blah.
That goes back to like too much energy.
Yeah, it's like you're putting
Yeah.
too much into this. It doesn't matter enough.
What
What's
is
your
your
biggest well,
yeah?
I'll
What
ask
is
yeah, what's your
okay?
biggest regret?
Biggest regret?
I feel like that was the last time question too, because I remember being like, I don't really regret anything.
I don't really regret anything, but I will say that something I regret a lot is just like not putting my maximum effort into things that I know I could have accomplished. I think this just goes back to me feeling bad about like not being in school anymore. It's like I could have done it and I could have done well. I just didn't want to.
I kind of feel like that too, but not with like school stuff, with like all my creative endeavors. I've like started so much shit that I just like never completely saw through, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. Just like not giving our all when we could have, and then
Yeah.
just like realizing like way too late, like, damn, I could have done more. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wanted to do for a while but need help with? Yeah, math. How about you?
I don't fucking know. Like, you know what? Learning a new language. I've always wanted to speak a second language and I just don't comprehend it. Like, I don't know what it is. I just have such a hard time. Like with German and stuff, Noah would talk to me and I could understand him, but I still couldn't ever imagine just like speaking it ever,
Right.
And now I've lost all that, which is another thing that I wish I just would have kept up. Like, fuck. Okay, moving on.
Okay.
What was yours?
What do you mean? You have to read it out
Oh,
loud for the
was yours
listeners.
math?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Who was your crush as a kid?
John Travolta and Zac Efron.
Mm, I loved John Travolta. Mine was obviously Edward.
Oh, and Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson was like my dream man, but I also was kind of obsessed with uh
Tony Stark. Mm,
no who's the
Wolverine.
I am literally forgetting his name.
What?
Jasper. Jasper
Oh,
and
Jasper.
okay. This
Jackson
was before
Rathbone.
Chris Brown like beat up Rihanna, but he was my screensaver and Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was literally my phone screensaver back whenever it was popular, I thought he was so hot.
I don't know what he looks like.
You can just look him up. I thought he was so hot when I was younger. Like that song came out, everybody was dancing to it. I watched music videos back then and I was like, this guy is so sexy. My little like 5th grade ass was super down with Soulja Boy. So
Okay. What skill did you master when you were younger that you've forgotten since?
I didn't master shit when I was younger. Are you kidding me? Master something?
Yeah, I had a mastered skill.
What was your mastered skill?
Taekwondo.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you're not.
No, yes, I literally did karate for like 6 years.
Oh my god, I didn't know that.
My therapist made me do it to break out of my shell because I didn't talk
That's
enough.
crazy.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
god.
Taekwondo, I could do any move, but Taekwondo is probably my biggest one. I was also a great swimmer. Also, I meant to mention this in my biggest adrenaline rush, but once I was at the fair, and this was after the Taekwondo lesson. So I was very talkative at the point. And there was like a county-wide like talent show. And this new Hannah Montana song had came out. I didn't know the words to it. I knew a couple. I knew like the chorus. So I was like, easy peasy, I'll go up there. When there's the words that I don't know, I'll just dance. So I literally went on stage in front of a lot of people at a fair with my little sister who didn't know anything. She was tiny. And I sang. And then when I didn't know the words, I just stood there. And it was the most traumatizing moment of my life. And I thought that I was gonna do something.
You just stood there? I thought you were gonna say you were gonna dance,
No,
not
I
just
that's what that
stand.
was the plan in my head. And the lady, like, you have to pick your song and tell the lady your song before you go on stage. And she's like, "Do you know all the words?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Do you want to pick a different song?" I was like, "No."
No.
I was like, "This is the song." And I literally knew like 3 lines, 4 lines of the song. So,
Oh my god.
yeah.
That's really fucking funny.
Yeah.
That like I performed a Hannah Montana song with my two best friends in elementary school.
Mhm.
But the stupid music lady was like, there's too much Hannah Montana because she was so popular, you know? And they
Yeah.
stuck two other bitches to sing the song with us. So there's 5 of us on stage. And the 3 of us had already coordinated our outfits. Like we
Mhm.
went to Justice and bought matching
Not
outfits.
justice.
Yes, Justice. It was actually limited to back then.
Ooh.
But anyway, when we get up to perform, my friend was wearing lipstick and she got on her teeth, like right there,
Ugh.
you know?
Uh-huh.
And I didn't sing the entire time. I just stared at her and said, "You have something on your teeth." And she was like, "Sing Hope." And I was like, I was just like laughing, like, isn't it so embarrassing? This girl over here, she's so
You're such a
embarrassing.
bitch. Imagine if we did a Hannah Montana talent show together when we were
Oh,
like
honey, like
kids.
the lipstick lounge, I used to go there with my friends and we would sing karaoke. It was so bad. I would sing anything. We should do our Grease karaoke because I always try to get Hunter to do summer nights with me. Um,
Okay,
and he doesn't know the words.
but I do have. Okay, you guys, if you get us like a bunch of new followers, I'll post it. But there is a recording of Hope and I singing. I think it's The Winner Takes It All, Mamma
Oh.
Mia, 2.5 years ago.
Uh-uh.
On my yes, it's on my SD card, baby. It's ready for action. We were drinking some
I was
nasty ass drink.
excited. I was so excited when you first started talking, and then you said, I have a recording of Hope and I, and then I heard singing. Well, first, the recording of Hope and I, stop there. Don't post it. No, no, no.
Read our last question.
Okay, last question. This is a long ass episode. I'm gonna edit out like 40 of these. There aren't even 40 questions. Whatever. Were you nervous during our first kiss?
You know,
I don't know. I feel like when we
uh,
first kissed,
yeah,
like
I feel like we were vibing.
we were really vibing and like just something like we said earlier, like being around you feels like I'm by myself. Like there's just something about it. We're just comfortable. It's not weird at all.
I don't think I was nervous. I think, our first kiss was magical. I mean, there was Mama Me in the background. Like
Mm,
it was a perfect moment. So I just my brain, no thoughts, head empty.
yeah.
And it worked and
It was
it
just
was perfect.
bliss.
It was bliss.
Hmm.
So if you guys get us to 80 million followers, we will also release that because it was
It was kind
camcorded.
of steamy.
It was steamy for sure, like a fried oyster. Whew.
Ew.
I like oysters. Okay,
Oh my
so that
gosh.
was our episode. This is so far an hour and 17 minutes long. So you won't get all of that, but the
Yeah, we're
stuff
gonna have
that
to
is
edit some of
that
it.
are in this episode, they're good. I hope you like them. Before we do our last call, though, I'm going to tell you guys go and follow our Instagram at Bucky Boo's podcast. I post stories all the time. Interact with the stories, talk to me. You're literally talking to me, so it'll be fun. Follow us on Twitter at Bucky Boo's Pod. Hope mentions me in embarrassing stuff. It's really good. Go to our flow charts. Is that what
Our
it's called?
flow page or
Our flow
whatever.
page. It's
It's
the
in the
link in the
link of all
bio.
of our bios. Yeah, it has
Yeah.
every single link that you could possibly want from us, including our Instacart link where you get free delivery. I know you've heard it a
Free.
thousand times before, so we're just going to do a fast little plug for that. Um, last call?
Oh, wait. And lastly, I do want to tell you we are on YouTube now. Our episodes are on there weekly, so that's really exciting. Go check them out. Subscribe to our YouTube. Look at the weekly videos. Our episodes, the way that we edit is different, which is really funny. It's cool to see like there's different stuff included in one and then the other. So go check that out, subscribe, and turn on the post notifications. And now it's time for the last call.
Last call.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
All right. You or
Go.
me?
You can go.
Me? Okay, so I've been watching a shit ton of Below Deck. I got my mom's DirecTV login, so I downloaded the NBC app on my TV. And Captain Lee is just amazing. He's an inspiration. He's beautiful. So I have a quote from him. We've screwed the pooch so many times, we should have a litter of fucking puppies running around here.
That's so cute.
Which I think is so funny and
That's
so
funny.
relatable. Like, so fucking relatable.
That's cute. That's funny. I like it. My quote is, to me, drink responsibly means don't spill it. Don't spill your beer. Be responsible with it. And that
I
is
agree.
that. I guess now we're out.
Oh,
I love you.
I'm sad. I love you.
Bye.
Bye.